Okay, we get it. The Chargers cannot get out of San Diego fast enough. They'd much rather be right here in beautiful Carson, along with the Raiders. But how about the people in Los Angeles? Do they want an NFL team back? If so, the Rams, the Raiders, or the Chargers? I decided to waste an entire Saturday to go ahead and find out. Do you want the NFL back in Los Angeles?
Hell yeah, why not? You have every other state that has a football team. LA doesn't have a football team, which is sad, pathetic, and I think we should have a football team right here in LA.
There are 3 teams you keep hearing about: Rams, Raiders, or Chargers. What team do you want? What team belongs in Los Angeles?
The Oakland Raiders. Yes, I think they started off, if my memory serves me correctly, I've been smoking a lot of weed, but if my memory serves me correct, I think the Raiders were the original team here in LA. So let's bring the Raiders back. Let's get some millionaires out here who play football to spend money on these women and spend money on this economy. It's going to bring a lot of jobs to LA, so why not? What's the hold up?
Probably the Rams. Eric Dixon fan all the time.
Raiders.
Raiders. What do you feel about the Chargers?
I mean, the Chargers too. Like, honestly, anyone, as long as we get a team, I'll be happy.
Going off of this season, probably the Raiders back in town. Yeah. So.
I think I would go for Chargers.
Really, now I'm curious. Why the Chargers?
Really don't. I don't like the Raiders or the Rams, so that's my other option. I'm really not a big Charger fan either, but out of the 3, I picked them.
I will go with the Raiders, just the way they're looking now.
Just because how they're looking.
Yeah, actually the Rams are doing very good too. I don't want the Chargers. They could stay in San Diego.
And honestly, I don't have a preference. Any football team would be great because this city needs a football team. They have every other sport, so I think the best thing to do right now would be a football team to come to LA, so they can bring the whole city. It would be really big, and it would make a lot of money. It would like raise the economy as well for the city.
Yes.
Raiders, Rams, or Chargers? You have a preference?
Raiders.
Raiders. Raiders.
Would you like to see the NFL return to Los Angeles?
Yes, I would, but only if it's the Indianapolis Colts.
I don't think it's going to happen. Between the Rams, the Raiders, and Chargers, you have a preference?
The Raiders, that's my father's team, so out of faith to my father, hopefully the Raiders.
Definitely the Raiders. The Raiders have their roots here. You know, they've been here. They've won championships here, so they deserve it. That's it, Raiders. Rams have a big fan base here as well because they've been in LA. But Chargers need to stay where they are.
If anybody has to come to LA, it would have to be the Rams. Why? Because it would just be nice to see a different fan base in LA.
The Raiders and the Rams, but the Raiders first count.
The Raiders. That's what I like to see here. I'm a Raiders fan, so anybody can come. The Chargers or the Rams, but I would like to see the Raiders here.
I think the Chargers, because once you're a traitor, you're always a traitor. Yeah, just like that.
Honestly, I'd rather have none because there's too much traffic.
I don't want any team here. It's the same. I think for me, the Chargers belong in San Diego. That's where they're at. That's where they started their legacy there. I'm a San Diego fan. I want them to stay there.
So what did I learn from talking to these fans in Los Angeles? Really nothing that we didn't already know. Namely, there is no appetite. There is no demand for the Chargers in Los Angeles. They want either the Raiders or they want the Rams. But then again, this process has never been about what the fans want. Not in San Diego, not in St. Louis, and not in Oakland. It comes down to one thing: the money. And I returned back to San Diego with 2 feelings: anger and sadness. Anger, because driving around LA would drive anybody crazy and it makes you angry. And then sadness, because the people of San Diego, they don't deserve this. This is a great city with great sports fans. Think about what they've had to endure. The Tom Werner era, the fire sale, Major League Baseball allowing that to happen, and then Jeff Morad buying the Padres with a Best Buy credit card and just destroying that team. And I feel for the Chargers fans who don't deserve this. They have supported this team for over 50 years through good and bad, and there's been a lot of bad drafts, bad teams, the awful ticket guarantee. They deserve an owner who will fight for them, who will invest in them, and give them a chance to vote on keeping the Chargers right here in San Diego.